discuss about the storage account in Azure. So what is a storage account? It is the mostly asked question during the Azure infrastructure related interviews. It was asked to me that storage account and why we use a storage account. So this all we need to explain. Today I have summarized it. That storage account we need to use for partially structured and unstructured data. We need to when we need to store the data like which is partially structured or unstructured. In that case, we use the storage account because. Why I am saying this? Because for structured data we have the structured query language which is called as SQL databases which are already there. So for structured data in our Azure or any other services we use the SQL services. But when our data is in the form of unstructured or it is in partially structured mode, in that case we need to store our data into the storage account. And in storage account we have three types of storage data which is like a table, blob and file. So there in table we store the data which is no SQL kind of data, which is it it we are making it in form of a table, but it is not exactly the structured query language. It is just key value kind of key value pair. And in blob storage it is large file storage, and it is way cheaper than file storage because in blob storage we can put any file and number of file, and I believe its size is up to 500 TB, so we can save data there. And next type of the storage account is file share, where we can save the files in the form of files, and the it is basically used for the legacy applications when where the file share is already there in local infrastructure. In that case we also require the file share. So and for VHT files and all, when we need to map the files with another VM, another storage account or another storage account, when we need to map and sync, for that services we use the file storage. And in storage account we can create up to 500 TB of data, which I have described. And there when we create any storage account, there is one base concept is about durability. So Azure ensures about the durability. So in case it automatically replicate our data in three different hardware systems in the one data center itself. But if we don't enable any replication, it itself save it on three different places. So in that if case one is not available, so another will get available in fractions of second. So that's why it is durable. And to make it highly available, we have a concept like replication. So in replication we have these services like LRS, GRS, ZRS. LRS is local redundant system, where we say we or Azure saves the data in three different storage accounts. The same data gets stored on the three storage account or three locations. If one location is one storage account is got down because of any reason, so it makes it available the another one. So it is by default enabled, and it is available and way cheaper. Then if in case if you can have a question that if in case our complete data center got down the zone, because in every there is availability location we have the zones. So if our one zone is got down, so in that case we have another option, that is ZRS, zone redundant system. So there our data would stored into three different locations. So if any data center got down or any one of zone got down, so another one will get available in few seconds only. Same way we have GRS. GRS is for geo resident storage. There our data is available on or another different location, like on two different region and on three sub zone of each. Like if I have in Central India and South India, so on both the region we will have three different copies, three in Central India and three in South India, and transit there during zone change. So sometimes what happen if one, in the case of GRS, Azure is saying that you need to maintain if there is any region go down, like complete Central India go down. In that case, we need to make it up South India. So in there, south, when we are making the South India, it will take some time. So for that, it will take some maybe some seconds. So for that, if your customer is getting hampered, that case developers needs to handle that thing. Like it's kind of transit error during zone change when we are changing the zone or the region. And one more thing I want to explain, when we are doing the GRS application, we are making the primary to secondary and secondary to primary, so it will only have one it will work as a LRS when we are switching to the read-only database. So it will not make it like directly available. Okay, and then we have if the concept of security. So how security is getting managed on the storage account. So storage account have security in transit and SSC storage service encryption. When so the disks which are there in Azure data center that are encrypted. If anyone get this, take that home and think that I will add this to my computer and work on it, so it will not work. Because data is completely encrypted, so there is no any security breach there during the transition or when it is in rest. So it is security at rest as well. And then we have the option of keys as well. We can use the keys from we can add the keys in our keyboard and you can use your own key or the platform managed key which is provided by Microsoft itself. This concept storage account tier, storage access tier, so not storage account tier, it is storage access tier. Because there are some data which we are using regularly, some data we are using just in weeks, or some in months and some in years. So we don't need to pay same for all the data. So that's why access tier comes into the picture. Core data is that where we need to do the work on daily basis. We are doing the read operations, we are doing the write operations on regular basis on that tier. On the data. So that's why we need to put the data onto the this code tier, and their retrieval is expensive, and it is same kind of, but in cool, same way in cool our when we are doing data write operation is taking time in week or 2 week, so we are making it one by one, or it is managed under life cycle management of the datas of the storage account. So this is the way I think we need to answer this question. You can comment down your queries related to storage account or the other concepts. I will try to explain, and because I'm also learning it myself, and I am practicing the Azure interview questions, so I will enhance more and I will upload the more question answers which are getting asked into the Azure interview question. And I am also taking the help from the Azure LinkedIn, where many people post their interview questions, so I'm taking help from there. I have maintained a list of the questions. I will share in the description very soon, in the few, after some more videos, because I am preparing that. You guys can also prepare from there. Okay, thank you. So मिलते हैं next video में. Thank you so much.